This week on the podcast, we're talking about Baby Driver with friend of the show, Mark Ponte. You know, my uncle spent a lot of time in prison when he tried to pirate this movie.
Why is that?
He accidentally downloaded the movie Baby Rider.
Oh.
Is your uncle Kevin Spacey?
Hey!
It's pretty good. He's in this movie.
Oh, shit.
Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And I'm Mark.
And we are back once again talking about 2017's Baby Driver. Guys, how you doing?
Good.
I'm good. I almost said we're good. I'm just going to speak for Mark.
Thank you, Andy. We are good.
Good to know. So are you guys going to speak for each other the whole time?
Yes.
I think so.
All right, so Andy will give Mark's opinions, and Mark will give Andy's opinions.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how this goes. So anything either one of you say, I'll just attribute it to the other one.
Yeah, it's opposite day. Just know that it's opposite day. Yeah.
Oh, no. I have to change a lot of my notes because that's going to get very confusing then.
In addition to me speaking for Andy and Andy speaking for I, it is also opposite day. So,
Yeah. He's Squidward. I'm Squidward. Are there any other Squidwards I should know about? Meow. You said opposite day. Sorry.
Is that the one with the fun with a leaf blower? Or is that a different one?
That's a different one.
Okay, because I'm just imagining a lot of Squidwards.
Yeah, opposite day is where Squidward tells him it's opposite day, but he's also trying to sell his house.
Okay. Had you guys seen Baby Driver before?
No.
we have.
Yeah. I have also seen this. Mark actually gave this movie to me.
Yes.
Legally. Totally
Yes.
legally.
Very legally. I gave you a lot of movies legally back then.
100% legally.
9.
We're saying
What?
legally, Andy.
Legally.
Yeah, well, I dialed the wrong numbers. So
You did. Now, Mark, did you see this in theaters?
I did, yes.
Okay, I did not see this in theaters. And
How'd
Andy
you
had
see
never...
it, Robbie?
It's not on home video.
Hmm.
DVD. The Death Valley Driver.
Yeah, I gave him a legally purchased DVD. I handed it to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And said, check this movie out. And I said, all right.
This checks out.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Everybody saw it. We could definitely call up all our old coworkers.
Yeah, it was, yeah. There are witnesses, Andy.
DVD made the rounds, huh?
Yeah.
Yep,
We
exactly.
made a big scene. It was.
He's buying a DVD. Do not check what's in the case. Hey, what year did this movie come out?
That's the year of our Megazord, 2017, Robbie.
Ooh. What were the top movies of 2017? I can't wait to see where you start this week.
I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to start at number 43,
Of course you are.
because that's Baby Driver with $226 million.
Toddler Skater.
Very good. Now, I jest, of course. I'm not going to fucking read.
You jest on our chest.
You fucking wish, you pervert.
Cost extra.
I'm going to go to number 10.
That's a good number.
Yeah, number 10 is Wonder Woman, $822 million.
Huh.
Number 9 is previous episode Thor Ragnarok, with
Oh.
$853 million.
And all the associated word association jokes we made with that.
Of course, previous episode, check it out. Another previous episode, check it out, is number 8, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, with $863 million.
Huh. I'm getting the sense we've done a lot of movies from 2017.
This was a big year for movies, which is what this segment used to be called. Number 7 is Wolf Warrior 2.
What?
Yep, this is worldwide box.
Yeah, okay.
So this is either
Wolf Warrior.
It's either Chinese or Indian, you know?
Yeah.
It's $870 million. Number 6 is Spider-Man Homecoming with $880 million.
Marvel cleaning up this year.
Yeah. Number 5 is Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle with $962 million.
Oh, knees,
Wow.
knees.
Yeah.
That did better than Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
a good movie.
So,
The
I haven't
Jumanji
seen it.
movies are good.
I didn't see it. I'm just surprised it did better.
same. Number 4 is Despicable Me 3 with $1 billion.
Not surprising at all.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All those boomers going to see it, I guess.
Yeah.
If you ever go to Universal and try to get on that Minions ride, that's the longest wait.
Yeah.
Constantly.
I mean, I've seen Despicable Me 1, and I put on the 2 Minions movies, like, in passing for my class, but they're all fine, you know?
Yeah, Despicable Me 1 was a totally fun time.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't think I've seen any of the other ones.
I don't know about $1 billion, you know?
Kids' movies.
Yeah. That's where the money is.
With no language.
Yeah. Banana. Number 3 is Fate of the Furious with $1.2 billion. What
No.
was that, number 8?
That wasn't a particularly good one.
No.
Did you
No,
really need
no.
to ask if that was number 8?
They didn't spell it
No,
that way,
they're-
though.
Yeah, their titles are all fucked up.
Yeah,
fair.
and it says Fate, but it is spelled like Fate, and you would
Yeah,
expect them
it's-
for it to just be
yeah.
F8, especially because like license plates and everything. It was just a really
Right.
missed opportunity.
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was F8.
No, it's Fate. I know, right?
Yeah.
That's why he said, was it the 8 one?
Yeah, that's why I was like, you know.
The number 8 was fucking in the title. I'm pretty sure he would.
Yeah, I would have known for sure.
You gotta understand, I don't give him any credit.
That's true. And rightfully so. I've got a brain thing. Number 2 is Beauty and the Beast with $1.2 billion.
That sucked.
Yeah.
I didn't see
That was
it.
bad.
Sometimes I like to say B.
Oh.
Emma
Yes.
Watson was like super auto-tuned.
Was she? Yeah, I mean, she's not a singer, right?
No, but like cast a singer then.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, like, get Kelly Clarkson or some shit.
Get someone who could
Yeah.
fucking sing. A lot of actresses could sing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They also added in more songs that were bad. Like that one where the Beast is like running through the castle and like he would like hustle up to the window, belt out a line, hustle up to the next window, belt out another line.
The breath support is incredible.
Yeah. Well, he's a fucking animal.
Yeah.
True.
Also, McGregor's horrible French accent as Lumiere.
Yeah. That was a little tough.
And do you know what his whole reasoning for was why that was his accent?
Because he wasn't good at French accents.
He's married to a French woman, so he didn't practice because he just assumed he could do a French accent because he heard one all the time.
His wife's French.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I also could be making that up.
Isn't
I
he
feel like
married?
I heard
thought
that
he was married to Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
She's French.
Is she?
I have no idea who that is.
That's Ramona from Scott Pilgrim.
That means nothing to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Never.
I think she's Huntress in Birds of Prey.
I didn't see it.
She was in Cloverfield. Did you see Cloverfield?
Oh, okay. So I've just looked this up. Yes, she is. He is married to her now, but they married in 2022. At the time, he was married to a different woman.
Okay, that makes sense.
Eve Mafrakis.
That's a much more French person.
No.
I guess I'm gonna look her up.
Well, you said it with
Well,
a French accent, so.
Yeah, well, I just did it because I want to be right, Mark.
Well, you look that up. Let me tell you what number.
Yeah,
1
she's
was.
French.
Okay.
She was born in Dongdong, France. Un production designer and art director. Known for lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels.
I don't know if this is racist, but it's something.
They're white.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why, it ain't
They're
racist.
colonizers.
It's mean, though.
Who fucking they're the colonizers? That's like saying I can't do a British accent because it's mean.
No, but you're being mean about it.
Ow! That's the best I can do for a French accent. It's not mean, I'm just bad at it. Hey, never attribute to malice what you can attribute to incompetence.
That's fair.
Wow.
I can see your face. You look angry.
You beat red, brother.
That's just because I'm trying to do a French accent. You hold your breath when you do it, don't you?
Yeah, you breathe. It's like singing metal. You have to breathe it. You have to breathe it in.
It's very hard to speak in a French accent, especially when you're doing a very bad one.
So number one is
Oh yeah,
Wolf Warrior #1.
no, it was not. It was Star Wars Episode 8: The Last Jedi with $1.3 billion.
Wow, that's a lot for such a divisive film.
Yeah, from what I hear, it's the most divisive film of all time.
I don't know about that.
I don't fucking know. It made $103 billion, so I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't seem very divisive.
that's way more money than it made. $1.3 billion.
the studio don't give a fuck how divisive it is with that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
There's no asterisk that says that a lot of people begrudgingly paid it. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of people wanted a refund.
they should keep tabs on. Well, fine, I'll pay it, but I'm not happy about it. There should be like a separate tab that we keep track of that.
Now, if I ever get interviewed, you know how those people do the reviews and they ask the people just coming out of the theater, what'd you think about it?
Yeah.
If I didn't like a movie and I get asked, that's what I'll say. I paid, but I'm not happy about it.
I think I would do the that YouTube kid that's like, have you ever had a dream?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to talk about infant blader? Rollerblader?
Yeah.
That word? Is that okay?
Infant vehicle operator.
That's good. Infant forklift operator. We open up with a crew including Jon Hamm, Jon Bernthal, and Eiza González. Did I pronounce that name wrong? Eiza? The actress's name?
Not sure.
Guys, if I don't do my research, you guys got to do it.
She doesn't say it out loud. She's playing a different person.
I understand that, but I was just, I was hoping one of you guys would correct me. We also got Ansel Elgort. Is that his name?
That is his name.
Okay, yeah, I got that name.
And
right.
what a name.
Elgort.
Well, how could you? Yeah.
And what a name. They go in to rob a bank. Elgort is the getaway driver. He's baby. He starts listening to music and jamming out until he sees shit going down in the bank. They leave the bank. We get some sick driving moves. It's super fortuitous that they pull right up alongside two cars that look exactly like theirs.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of luck in that scene.
One of my first notes is like, so in a less stylized movie, I'd be like, what a contrivance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But because this movie's so cool and like stylized like that, it's just like, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
It's like,
You just let it
how
go.
Ocean's 11 makes you think it's like good writing, but like it's nonsense.
Right. It's just suave, you know?
But also, it's not like I've never seen like four cars that look identical in a row on the highway before. You know, that's not so uncommon.
That's
Right.
just a glitch in the Matrix, though.
Yeah, well, it happened in the movie.
Did it? Oh, this movie. I think it was
Yeah.
The Matrix.
Yeah, that thing you just said.
Probably.
Where am I?
Yeah, maybe.
What is going on?
But yeah, in a less good movie, I'd be bitching about it. But instead, I'm kind of praising it. I'm like, hell yeah, brother, that's
Sure.
cool.
Right, yeah.
Sure.
They pull into a parking garage. They switch into a new car with Gonzalez driving. And ultimately, this opening chase scene is awesome.
Yeah.
Because when they first get into the car, Bernthal points one way, and then Elgort starts driving backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of especially after talking about The Last Jedi, there's a lot of subversion of expectation in this scene.
Yes.
There
I
is,
throughout the
yeah.
whole movie, really, but
Yeah.
in this scene, it's kind of like a lot of, oh, why did he do that? Oh, okay, that's why he did that. Like,
Yeah.
It's cool. I also really like when he uses the police spikes and he like whips them around at the police so the police run over the spikes.
yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
quite understand how that worked, but it was cool.
Yeah, objectively cool.
yeah. for sure. It's like watching it's like someone watching a really experienced GTA player.
Yes.
Yeah.
We get the opening credits. Like most Edgar Wright movies, the music in this is excellent.
Hmm.
Yeah, and everything is like matched it's all locked rhythmically,
Yes.
Yeah.
like to the beat of the music. And
Mhm.
I had never seen anything like that before. I thought that was fucking incredulous.
He's also like dancing through the streets, like singing in the rain because he's twirling on the
Mhm.
lamppost and shit.
Yeah, and he walks past the cop and he kind of like he plays it cool, but then like he walks past a pole and he like wraps himself around it to look at the cop. Like that's really conspicuous, dude. If that cop was
Yeah.
looking, he'd be like, that guy's
Yes.
done something illegal.
I'm going to go question him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never want to give an officer reasonable cause? What's the phrase I'm looking for? Doesn't matter. I've blown it.
Yeah. Yeah. But you don't want to give a cop a reason to look at you, basically.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Unless you got a sweet tush.
Sure. Yeah. I want to point out that in this scene, I feel like in particular, there's a lot of like synchronicities between the world around him and the music that he's listening to.
Mhm.
But like, obviously, it's sort of a theme throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
To the point where it kind of like, it seems, I don't know, like this is maybe the third or fourth time I've watched it. And I was kind of like, does he have like a superpower? Or like, is this guy like self-aware of the fact that he's in a movie? Like all the spray painting, like, and he's dancing along with the lyrics. It makes me think like he put it there so that he could dance along with, like, oh, and then when I walk past his pole, the song that's playing will line up with that. And then even when he gets to the counter, he timed it out so that when he's like, oh, do you want this? He was like, yeah, like timing in
Yeah.
with the lyrics of the song.
Yeah.
It was wacky.
He times everything with music because later
Yeah.
on in the movie, we get that scene where they're about to go in and he goes, hold on. And he has to restart the song.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So he very clearly does this on purpose as a character trait where he just times everything he does in his life to whatever song he's listening to.
But also everyone else seems bound to the songs that he's listening to. The entire world is in rhythm with whatever he's listening to.
I think we're seeing his perception of it.
I suppose.
Well, yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I think I was just thinking it's stylistic. It's just Edgar Wright being a cool guy.
Yeah, but like he makes things simple, but like also needlessly complicated at the same time. So like, there's always a hidden layer. I feel like with Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
But the reason I think we're seeing his perspective is when he puts a song on his iPad or on his iPod. That's the song we hear. It's like we don't hear it through his headphones.
No,
that's
it's
what
not
we
diegetic.
hear.
Yeah. Although on IMDb, when I was doing my trivia, it said that if you watch this movie with headphones on, whenever he takes one earbud out, you only hear the music in one ear as well. And that's a very cool touch.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it.
We're back at the hideout. Kevin Spacey, or Doc, is doling out all the money to the crew. Bernthal asks if baby is the R word, and he goes, that means slow. Is he slow?
I'm getting a feeling that we're dealing with some rude dudes here.
I think so.
Yeah.
You know,
John Berthmal seems like a really good foreshadow of what's to come.
yes. Yeah.
Well, I usually like John Bernthal in whatever I see him in. I thought he was a little heavy-handed here. I thought it was a little hammy.
I think that's on purpose. I think a lot of people in this movie are meant to be heavy-handed, like Flea later on. I think Flea is the same way.
Right. He's more of a cameo, though, like...
Sure.
Well, so is... I don't think... I mean, Bernthal's not in this movie that much either.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of a cameo in a way as well. But, I mean... I feel like later as the cast gets kind of whittled down to like the core people we're going to be dealing with for the whole movie, I think everybody's doing really well, but like just John Bernthal here, I was just like, this is, I don't know, it kind of took me a little bit out of it. I was like, oh, come on.
I think there's a little bit of camp, and especially when you consider their over the top or overly simplified nicknames. Even the characters' nicknames are sort of like a reference to like the role that they play in the movie.
Yeah.
We have Buddy, who's like the buddy, but not really. Like, and then Darling, who's just a darling to get killed.
Right.
And Bats is crazy, obviously.
Yeah, he's out of his gourd.
Mm-hmm. And then Doc is just I think it was just because we'll get to it later, but
yeah, and then
I thought the Doc thing was I forgot what was Flea's
No
name
Nose Eddie.
Nose Eddie.
Flea's name.
Yeah, that's what his name is.
Oh, is it? That's funny.
Yeah, his character's name is Eddie No Nose or something like that. And then when the guy who he's paired with, JD Yoon, asks him like, "Why?" He's like, "Oh, that's a no ask or something like that."
Yeah, that's a no. That's
that's a no. Yeah, Eddie No Nose is his name. I love that. I also get a big laugh here when Griff, that's Bernthal, he takes Baby's sunglasses, and then when he turns around, Baby just puts on a different pair of red sunglasses.
Yeah, and he slaps it off.
Yeah, he slaps it off, and then ultimately pulls out another pair.
Yeah. Dude's carrying around like 4 glasses just for a bit.
Yeah. And again, on IMDb, Edgar Wright, he said that Baby has all these sunglasses and iPods because he's been stealing cars since he's 12, and those are things
people leave in the cars.
So he just like has those things.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, that's what people leave in their cars. Sure.
Because I was wondering later on when he's like, I have like 1 billion iPods. I was like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like one of the scenes where he's with Debora, he pulls like a pink studded one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like why would he have that? It's because he stole it. It's pretty cool.
That's a nice touch. Didn't think of that.
Yeah.
We learn that Baby owes Doc money, and apparently after one more job, they'll be all square.
Yeah, fucking right, brother.
Doc gives Baby some new gloves. That's so weird that he's like, I was going to give them to you when we were all square, but I'm going to give them to you early for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because he knows they'll never be scared. They'll never be square. They'll be rhombus.
He wants to it's like just so that there's the symbolization later when you can throw them away is symbolizing that you're stepping away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to make sense in a couple of scenes. He's like, scenes? What are you talking about?
Don't worry. It's a symbol. It's an analogy. Just
We see Baby back at home. He's taking care of his foster father. You know what's really nice? We see a kid who went into the foster system and got loving foster parents. Like, we don't get a backstory of, oh, here's Baby, and he bounced around from foster home to foster home. He's got a loving, caring parental figure. And that's just nice to see.
It is. And I like, even when he's making the sandwich, it's like rhythmic. It's locked with the music again.
Yes.
And like, there's like dynamic camera work, and he's just making a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
It's like, this Edgar Wright guy, he knows what he's doing.
He does.
I think so.
He's a really good filmmaker.
Yeah, he's great.
I think maybe the women in his movie are a little underwritten at times, but that's a flaw for pretty much any movie getting made in Hollywood anyway. So it's not like that's unique to him and by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that I like the chemistry that they have is good, but you're right. She is a little undercooked. Yeah.
That's the same thing. I mean, even so, you hadn't seen Scott Pilgrim, but like in Scott Pilgrim, the comics, the character Ramona is like a very fleshed out character, and then in his version, I mean, granted, he had one movie to wrap up 7 like whole things, but again, she's just kind of like manic pixie dream girl.
Yeah. Did you guys see the show?
Now, real quick, is the movie called Ramona versus the World or Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
Robbie's a rude dude.
People, I never get this thing where people are like, oh man, the secondary character isn't the most fleshed out character.
But I guess my point is that in the comics she was more fleshed out.
Well, like you said, they had 7 freaking comics.
Yeah, again, that's probably more of like I would imagine with all that, I would have personally wanted to make at least 2 movies. Maybe the company was like, well, I don't know if we're gonna make good on that, so how about you squeeze it down to 1?
Yeah.
Baby has been recording the crew and sampling what they say to make beats. You gotta know that's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's I mean,
he was just a kid though.
Yeah,
if you're old enough to drive, you're old enough to know that's a bad idea.
Yeah, but you know what? He has a very good sort of relationship with Doc, so I imagine that like he got caught at a really bad time. You know, like there was already a lot of tension when that before that it probably seemed completely innocuous to him. If Kevin Spacey saw him with that, I don't think that would have been an issue prior to this situation.
I think it would have been. This is a career criminal. These guys don't want to be recorded in any way.
He sort of has a trust. He sort of like trusts Baby though, you know, like he just kind of lets Baby be Baby. Like, you know, like he everyone else has to follow these rules and do this, but Baby's the one that, well, he's always the driver and he's always this. Like there's a lot of exceptions to him.
Anytime anyone's yelling at him, he always goes, "Nobody puts Baby in a corner."
Very good.
Yeah, it's the famous line from this movie.
Yeah. I saw that he saw him as a son, like he saw Baby as a son.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways,
exactly.
But yeah, not a good guy, both in real life and in this movie.
Yeah. Oh man, when that elevator, I think it was a couple scenes ahead, but when that elevator door closes and Baby's in the elevator with him and everyone else just walked out, I was like, man, that's a lot creepier now.
Yeah.
Like, just like Kevin Spacey, like right up there, and just like
fairness,
this kid behind him.
Yeah.
I think Elgort's a little old for him.
Yeah,
so.
Still. Can't take your chances, brother.
Baby goes to a diner. He sees Lily James walk in singing and records her. That's weird as fuck.
Yeah, but again, he's doing his thing. Yeah, he's. I mean,
you can do your thing, but if I was a waitress or a waiter and I'm just singing to myself and someone recorded me, I'd go, "That's weird." What you just did.
And also the quality of this recording device is phenomenal. But
I was going to say, yeah. Like she's walking past him and she's singing Baby, Baby, Baby. And you hear all 3 of those babies perfectly clear. She was walking away. How?
She was singing the theme to I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah.
But not that. I mean, like this thing is in his pocket and he's maybe 20 feet away from Kevin Spacey when he's talking about if he's slow or not.
Yeah.
And then it comes like, I use a microphone when I record songs and it's so incredibly difficult to make it sound clear. I just find it hard to believe that
I need my microphone
handheld.
Yeah.
MIDI cassette player across the room would record him speaking and be like, yeah, no, that sounds perfect on the recording.
Yeah. I need my fucking mic against the amp for it to pick up like everything that I need it to pick up.
Yeah. But no, his recording device can catch everything.
Sure. I just love what it's just like, you know, that there's like a bunch of sound experts. Like, you have 55 microphones on the set. You must know that that's not how it works.
You see one guy holding the boom. He's like, that actually wouldn't work. That actually wouldn't work. Did Debbie show up? Did she show up in this?
Yeah,
scene?
they flirted for a little bit, and she reveals that his mom died.
Okay, so I thought that the line where she's like, "Aren't you mysterious?" and he goes, "Maybe." I was like, "That's smooth as hell, brother."
Yeah. But he was creepy, but then once she started talking, he was pretty, you know, like
he was like a normal guy. Yeah. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed their chemistry. I liked watching it. It was fun.
But imagine turning around your job and just seeing someone like holding out a tape recorder like towards you.
Yeah, and then
keep singing.
Yeah,
but then not being like, what a creep. She walks over. She's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Like, yeah, she just starts talking into it.
I would say, "Hey, what are you doing?" You know, like a very different inflection.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's like, "Hey, what you doing, buddy?"
She seems naive, but like also like not. I don't know. There's like a strange mixture of it. Like She kind of gets stuff, but also not.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, and
she's into being recorded.
She also kind of has her own story. Like you could tell she has her own story, but like they don't talk about it.
Yeah,
Like because she's ready to leave on a dime as well.
I guess that's why it
You
feels
know?
like she's undercooked, because she's just like, tell me about your life. And he's like, yeah, all these things. Anyway, I'll
Yeah.
have coffee. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're not going to fucking ask me about shit?
Right.
Like-
Right.
I'm kind of think this movie's better for it though, because I don't want to be sitting here for 15 minutes as they both just discuss their backstories.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
there's a way
yeah.
to do it, you know?
I guess. I mean, we see the guy who runs the place just being an asshole to her. Good enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's-
And it's also like
She's the waitress.
What's your-
She's nothing but the
What's
waitress
your
in this
life?
movie.
My life is that guy's an asshole.
Listen, that's all she is in this movie is a waitress. Who can? That's all she needs to be.
But like throughout this movie, the characters are developed, and I think they could
Yeah.
have done that with her. Like it didn't all have to be in one scene, because that's one of the things I really liked about this movie is that like everybody, like it kind of starts off relatively lighthearted, and as the movie goes, you're like, oh, these people are really dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I got from it. I was like, this is cool how it's building to something.
It ramps up for sure.
Yeah.
I think they kind of developed the mom, and they're like, well, she's the mom, so like that's the character development for her. You know, like
Yeah.
we already saw it with the mom, so just that, but her. You know?
Also, is it intentional that the woman who plays the mom and the woman who plays Deborah look very similar?
I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Well, it got a little Oedipus thing going there, baby.
A little bit. Yeah.
Emphasis on the piss.
Okay.
A lot of water sports in this movie.
We meet Eddie No-Nos, Bats, and JD. They talk about JD. He has a tattoo that says hat. It originally said hate, but he changed it because it was tough to get employment. And he goes, who doesn't like hats?
Yeah, that's
love
good
that.
stuff.
That's
Is
really
good
good.
stuff.
All this stuff with these guys is amazing. It's
Yes.
so funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just like everyone else is kind of like cartoonish, like John Berthnall is a little hackney. Like these guys are almost like too goofy
Yeah.
to like, it's like fucking Doc hired these dudes.
Yeah. I hate that Kevin Spacey is so good in this.
Well, unfortunately, he's a phenomenal actor.
He
Yeah,
is.
the dude's a fucking powerhouse.
He is, but man, is he awful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Doc reveals that Baby has serious tinnitus because he doesn't take his headphones out. He goes over the plan. Baby's listening to music. I love how he's like playing the air piano as they're going over the plan. And Bats doubts that Baby's listening. So Baby goes over the whole plan. Doc goes, "That's my baby." And Bats goes, "Fuck your baby." And Kevin Spacey says, "Don't tempt me."
That's funny, Robbie, because I have a very similar joke. This Jamie Foxx says, "Fuck your baby" to Kevin Spacey. Isn't that what he got in trouble for? We got him.
This is where we get the scene where Baby times the heist with his song. And we also get the great Michael Myers mask bit.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good stuff.
This is Mike Myers. Michael Myers.
Yeah. He's like from Halloween. He's like, yeah, I got him at a Halloween store. Like, no.
This is a Halloween mask.
And then he goes, "Oh, you mean Jason?" They're like, "No."
The funny thing is apparently the original script called for a Halloween mask, like for the actual, Michael Myers mask, but then they couldn't get the rights to it. So it was also kind of funny though, because the Michael Myers mask is actually a William Shatner mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like they couldn't get the rights to a mask of like a mask that they couldn't get the rights to when they made the freaking movie. to begin with. You see the irony, right, guys? I mean, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
He restarts the song. The crew goes in. They kill the security guard. We get some guy tries to stop them. They start calling him a hero. They're like, "Oh, we got a citizen hero over here."
Yeah. You notice when Baby sees the guy they killed, he does not like that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
cool. He also smashes with the car, he smashes that cart into that guy. That
That's
was
so
fucking
cool.
sick.
Yeah, I love that.
I love all the little tricks he pulls with the car to use things as weapons.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, he looked the Jackie Chan of driving.
Yeah, it's like an extension of himself. It's very cool.
The dude chases them onto the highway, and he tries to, like, put them under the truck.
This guy is a maniac. He causes so much collateral damage.
I know!
Like,
You're
He
not a
destroys
hero!
all those people's cars. He that tractor trailer is fucked. Like, there's no way that thing's like just okay. Like, car
Yeah.
wedged underneath it, and shit. Like, yeah, we could have killed other people. Like, just trying to catch some bank robbers. Like, Jesus.
I'm with Bats. He should have killed that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Would have been
Yeah.
better for it.
Like, you would have saved lives!
Yeah, that guy's a lunatic. Who knows what he went off to do after this?
Well, he probably died when the truck rolled over, right?
No, he's on
I
the
assume
news
he
later.
did.
He's in the
Oh,
hospital.
he is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they're like, oh no, it was not the news. It was maybe the news. I think it was like kind of the montage of like the trial and stuff at the later on.
Oh,
he
I
shows
see.
up as a defendant or something. Yeah,
But this is kind of a thing that I notice in movies with car chases. When like other cars on the road get involved, they don't like hit the brake. They just keep driving. Like if I were
Yeah.
driving that truck and another
know.
truck got wedged on, I would hit the brakes. I'd be like,
Yeah.
whoa, I gotta get off the road.
Yeah.
I like look
driving in movies.
You look in a rear view and there is a truck jamming a different vehicle into your vehicle, and he's I'm late. I gotta get there, so I don't know what do you want me to do.
Boss said if I'm late one more time, I'm gonna get a Raymond.
Oh, and I've already used this excuse twice! They steal another car, and JD reveals he left his shotgun, and Bats turns around and goes, "Not groovy, JD! Not groovy at all!"
Not groovy, meaning I'm gonna have to kill you.
Yes!
Yeah, I wonder if that's like a Evil Dead reference, having left the shotgun behind.
I wonder.
Because, yeah, he says groovy, and the shotgun
Yeah.
is his boomstick.
It says not groovy. That's I didn't even think about that.
Possibly. And Edgar Wright likes his little homages, so I feel like
Yeah. I think Jamie Foxx is very good in this.
He's excellent.
yes. He is also a very good actor.
Yeah, he
Yes.
is.
Yes. But like he's one that you can see in certain roles, you're like, oh, this guy's phoning it in. And then you see where he turns it on.
Yeah.
You know? Like I've seen him in I can't pull the movie out of my ass, but like I've seen it where I'm like, Jamie Foxx ain't that good. But then you see him in this and you're like, nah, Jamie Foxx is where it's at, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He calls Baby out for making him miss the shot and sends him to go get coffee. They imply that JD is dead, and then they show that he's dead.
He's got a big old hole in his noggin.
Yep. Doc tells Baby he's all paid up, but he has to sunset the car, so he does the exact same thing that Odd Job does in Goldfinger.
That's true. Previous episode, check it out. I liked how, he puts on Easy Like Sunday Morning,
Yeah.
and there's a truck backing up, and the beeps line up perfectly. Again, just every time this happens, I'm like, damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, in the, I mean, not to backtrack, but in the very first scene when they pull the car out and the doors are left open and the dinging of the car lines up with the ending of the song too.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's like hidden throughout. And like, I'm sure if I watch this again, I'd catch more.
The windshield wipers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very cool stuff. Like the editing is fucking out of this world.
We get some more flashbacks of Baby's childhood, including getting an iPod. His mom was a singer. His dad was an asshole, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. A professional asshole.
Yeah, that was his job.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has like his own little Indiana Jones, like one day defines his whole personality.
Yeah.
There's like, oh, we're in a car. Here's an iPod. It's like, oh, okay, there we go. That'll stick for a while.
Baby goes to the diner. He asks Debora if he can come with her while she runs errands. Again, kind of weird. Like, you guys just met.
Yeah. I you know what? To make that seem a little less weird or more weird, who knows? But when I first met my wife, I said, this was, remember Hurricane Sandy?
Yeah.
So like all the power was out. There was like gas lines. Like you had to wait in a line for like a day for a tank of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first started talking to her, I was like, hey, do you want to wait in a gas line with me? And she was like, yes. And that was like where we got to know each other, was in a gas line.
Yeah.
I
We're
get
married
that.
now, so yeah, I don't know.
I get what you're saying, but it's weirder because you had known your wife previously, like before you were dating.
Yeah, like we were hanging out. This was also before we were dating.
He had just met this woman maybe once before. And she's like, I gotta go do my laundry. And he's like, I'll come to the laundromat with you. I'll hold your socks.
Let me look at your underwears.
He didn't say it like that, though. If he said it like that, I think she would have been like, no, thank you.
I'll put this in the wash.
He was a lot smoother about it.
He didn't give her the old Robbie special.
I think she
Jesus
liked
Christ.
him, and then the implication was that, well, I was just coming in to spend time with you anyway, so
Yeah,
I'll just go wherever you're going.
Yeah, I think it's a very clear, like, oh, we both like each other. Let's spend some time together.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
If you said it like you did, yes, it would have been creepy.
I don't think I'm making a joke or anything. I think this is how I read this scene. I think Baby's also a pervert.
Oh, well, probably he's a teenage boy. I mean,
Is he a teenager? He's like in his 20s, isn't he?
he's Baby.
That
Yeah, he is Baby.
that's
They
another
keep referring to
thing.
him as a kid. I just assumed he was like 18, maybe 19.
That's what I was thinking. Also, like, I think it was bizarre to me the way they film the flashback stuff when he's a kid, because it's like in a sepia tone and they're driving like an old 70s car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she hands him an iPod. It's like, wait, what?
Well,
That
they had
doesn't
an old
compute.
70s car because they were poor.
Right. But like, and it makes sense in the movie. It's just like the imagery, and then like it looks like it's the 70s.
Yeah.
And then he gets handed an iPod, and it makes me feel like an ancient man.
But think about how that means that they're very poor, and think about what that iPod means then. Like how significant it was, because they had, like it was so tough for them to even get it.
It means
I'm just saying,
his mom was a car thief also.
Oh my goodness.
She handed him a pair of glasses.
Oh, like the
it's unwrapped and it already has songs on it.
The world building aspect of it works well. I'm just saying the imagery is like
a little conflicting
for my baby brain.
I think they wanted to elicit that it was in the past, and it's like a little hard to like put the 90s on screen and be like, yeah, that's a long time ago. Like it doesn't look that different.
They're driving here. He drinks whiskey drinks. He drinks a vodka drink.
Exactly.
Oh, when did the first iPod come out?
01.
01. Damn, son.
It's a Limp Bizkit.
I did it all for the
Just one of those days.
They're driving to Hot Topic, It's just...
I'm gonna be honest. If they were listening to Limp Bizkit, it makes a little more sense why his dad was so abusive.
Yeah.
Stop! Turn this shit off. How many fucking times?
I just figured he was a fan. That's why he's beating his wife, because that's Limp Bizkit,
He's drinking his Monster and punching his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fred Durst is your idol. It's not going well.
Yeah.
But why was he dressed like it was he was dressed like it was the 70s, and he was doing really, like, he had like a nice button-down shirt, like a 1970s kind of mustache.
It was weird.
Like he was from the 70s. Like that's why he's so upset about Limp Bizkit. He's like, just put on Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, please.
What's with this future music?
This is worse than disco.
You are 32. It is the year 2001.
Well, this is something I think movies do this sometimes, just to be like, hey, how do we show us a flashback? I don't know. Let's make it seem like it's a lot further back than it actually is.
Yeah.
It's like a Model T car.
Yeah. But
he's got to crank it in the front.
Those were actually really expensive in 2001.
yeah. This is where I think that Baby might actually be slow, because he mispronounces the band T-Rex as Trex.
Yeah. And she's like, do you mean T-Rex? He's like, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he never heard it out loud. The only person he talks to is Joe, and he doesn't speak. So
Yeah,
But
that's true.
T-Rex is
Stuff out loud a
spelled
lot.
T-Rex.
yeah. I don't know. Everyone has blind spots, Rob.
The only excuse I can find for this is he saw the name on the iPod, an illegally pirated song, Lars, Get On Them, and he saw it as Trex.
Oh, that's true.
true.
If I downloaded
LimeWire.
it on Napster, it would say Trex.
Yeah,
like,
that's
without
the only thing I
dash.
can believe.
Yeah.
But you're right, Andy. She goes, do you mean T-Rex, you fucking idiot?
Yeah. He's like, I guess.
It's like, I don't know. I'm not that dumb. I mean, for the bitch that never heard of Beck before.
Yeah. This relationship is contentious immediately.
Wow, you're a fucking music snob, huh?
Deborah starts asking Baby about his mom. Hey, we're on the first date at a laundromat. This ain't the line of questioning here.
Yeah,
really.
and she also notices whenever she brings up his mom or family, he pulls away.
Yeah.
But she just keeps like poking at that. She's like, hey, what's going on with that though? What's going on with that? He's like, ouch, ouch. My feelings.
Maybe she's like, I need to know you're not like a psychopath. Like,
Yeah, I get that. I get what she's doing.
you're very
I'm saying.
mysterious. So I want to make sure that it's not because you want to kill me.
Yeah.
They plan a date, and he uses the phrase that Darling uses before to Buddy when they're talking about. I forgot exactly what the phrase was. I should have wrote it down. But he repeats it.
Wine and dine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm,
And the finest whining and dining and whatever they say.
Yeah.
yeah. I had a note about. I really liked the chemistry in the scene in the laundromat.
Yes.
It's very good.
Mhm.
I like that because they're sharing the headphones, they have to kind of move in such a way that requires them to sort of be facing each other and be close.
Yeah. And the
Um,
camera's tracking them in a very, very
Yeah,
smooth
like-
and interesting way. It's very cool.
Yes, but then they take the earpods out and like they're still kind of walking in that fashion where they're like close to each other and like sort of moving in unison.
Yeah.
Smooth move,
Subtext.
baby.
There's a lot of physical like physicality in the scene to imply that they're both on the same page. They have similar backstories, even like they have a lot in common. They kind of they move the same way and need the same things.
Yeah.
And they're going to do it.
And and that was sort of the implication, but it was at the end when like it zooms in on the tumble dryer and they're like in the reflection and the clothes are spinning. And you just kind of like they don't kiss, which I like that like they just kind of left it at they're getting to know each other here.
Yeah.
Right.
But their laundry getting all mixed up is like foreshadowing of like, oh, now their lives are all going to get meshed together now.
Yeah.
These worlds are colliding, and I thought it was just really great, like kind of visual storytelling.
Yes.
Yeah. That's very, very good.
At his apartment, his foster dad can tell something is up. That's when Baby tells him he's done with his crime job and he's going to get a job delivering pizza. The foster dad like knows he's breaking the law, but just kind of keeps seeing that stash of cash under the floor, so he's just allowing it to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he going to do to stop him?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's, well, I need someone to take care of me, and so
So I have a question. So we see Baby go into the pizza shop, and then he comes out the other side. He's got the uniform, and he's doing it, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you think Baby wore the headphones in the interview?
I have no idea.
I've been a pizza driver before, and there's not a very formal interview process. You kind of just go in if they need a driver, and you tell them that you can drive, and then they're like, "Are you busy tonight?" That's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, I used to drive for Burrito Mariachi, and it was the same deal. Yeah.
Did he put the headphones in? I don't know. That would have been interesting. Just 2 seconds, take him out, put him back in. Also, haven't talked about it, but I love that his jacket is supposed to be like Han Solo's outfit.
Oh.
It's supposed to be a call to like his, he's the pilot of the Millennium Falcon. It's like the dark vest area, and then the white arms is supposed to be a visual homage to Han Solo, apparently.
Handed down from Hans to Lando to Baby.
Nice.
I said Hans.
Hans.
Because I was going to say
Olo.
Han Solo, but then I just stopped at Hans, and I was like, that sounded terrible.
Hans Olo. That's his name.
Yeah, Han Solo.
Yeah.
I do like that he's making bank delivering pizza because he's so fast. They're even like, holy shit, how'd you get here so quickly?
I thought there was going to be a gag. The first time I saw it, I thought it was going to cut to like one of them opening up the pizza and like all the cheese is like slid to the back or something.
Spider-Man 2 style.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's what would probably happen.
Yeah, realistically, if it was too hot, yeah.
Yeah, and you're driving like he drives, just whipping around the city, fishtailing around shit. Yeah.
You'd have like half the pizza would have all the cheese, and the other half would just be like a skin flap of dog shit.
Ooh. He takes Debora on a nice date. It's paid for by Doc. That's when Doc tells him he's got work for him, and when Baby's like, I'm not going to do it, Doc threatens to break his legs and then says, your girlfriend's cute. Let's keep her that way.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Spooky. Spooksville.
Yeah. Very creepy.
The next morning, Doc picks up Baby. They go to the post office. He sends Baby in on a reconnaissance mission. This nephew bit is so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Baby's trying to nail down everything, and the nephew gets it immediately.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like his interaction with the lady at the counter too.
Yeah.
Like she's just asking like nice, like personable, nice person
Yeah.
questions. And he's answering them so bizarrely because he's so nervous and stuff.
He's 4. I'm 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They grow so fast.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, honestly, like I was thinking about that. If I didn't suspect somebody and like this dad didn't know the kid's age, and he's like, "Yeah, go on, tell him your name." Like that's exactly how like a shitty dad might act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we also get a great sense of his humanity here because he asks him, like, are you going to be here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yep, every day. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
Just like with a big smile, like a big unknowing smile on her face. She's like, sure am.
Not a weird question at all.
Yeah.
Every day I have to pay for my sister's operation, so I have to be here every day.
And he's just like, oh no. Oh no.
They get back in the car. The nephew is really fun. And Doc goes, yeah, he's a chip off the old block.
Yeah.
Chip off the old Doc.
Nice. Doc takes him home and reveals that he knows the foster dad's name. It's Joe. Baby cancels the date with Debora. And that's when we get Buddy or Jon Hamm trying to relate to Baby. They're talking about music. They're listening to Queen.
So my initial impression of this scene, because I'm just thinking of predictable movies. I was like, oh, Jon Hamm's going to die for sure because he's making a connection with Baby.
Mhm.
So like, okay, the next scene, he'll probably die.
Yeah.
Well, color me wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was incorrect.
I feel like the whole movie is about sort of things like a balance existing and like things flipping and being kind of in opposites of where they once were, but
Right.
there's still like a sort of center point on which it hinges. So like, they have this working relationship with Buddy, and then it's the opposite. They're not friends. And I have a whole list of it. We can go over it later once we did everything. But it's really interesting the way that the movie sort of mirrors and flips itself. Like, and at the end, everything is sort of the same, but also the opposite of where it was in the beginning. It's almost like a textbook, like sort of hero's journey.
Yeah.
We get the scene, they're talking about music, and Bats talks about a guy he knew who once bailed on a job because the wrong song was playing. Doc goes over the plan. He asks Baby if he's got it, and they're all super suspicious because he just goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, usually, apparently, he lists off the plan.
Mm-hmm.
The crew is driving. Bats just gawks at Darling and then tells him he's got to take a leak. And then he just kills the convenience store clerk for some gum.
Yeah.
What an
Does he kill the
insane
clerk?
man.
Yeah. He just kills whenever he feels like it. If it's more convenient for them to be dead, then he'll just do that. or
I
if he
thought he
feels
just
like it.
stole the gum. I didn't know he killed him.
Well, you see that baby looks like back at the counter, and the guy that was behind the counter is not there anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, the
shit, I didn't
implication
notice
is that he's injured or subdued at least, but I mean,
Yeah.
probably dead, likely.
Yeah.
Damn.
They go to buy guns, and I really like this here as the seller is talking about the weapons as though they're a butcher shop.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In case
Is that Beverly Leslie from Will and Grace?
Is it?
No.
It's somebody I recognize though.
Yeah, it's another small white-haired actor.
I didn't look him up, but I'm like, maybe on the X-Files or something at one point.
Andy, when you deliver these jokes, why don't you come in with the actual actor's name next time?
He just died recently. He was hilarious on Will and Grace. He'd come in like, well,
Yeah, I know
well.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that guy's
This guy looks
cold.
nothing like him.
I know, but it was a small white-haired man.
Bats decides to open fire on everyone for some reason. The crew kills all the gun dealers, and that's when Bat reveals they are cops. And then he uses a grenade to just blow up one of the cars.
I mean,
Yeah.
the gunfight was fucking sick.
Yeah, it's great.
with tequila.
Yeah.
I was like, this is some of the best shit I've ever seen in my whole life. But also,
What's he listen? Okay, what's he listen? He goes, I don't know. Let me check, and he pulls the headphone out of his ear.
Yeah, he's like tequila. No, he tosses that grenade and it lands right in the cup holder. I was like, damn.
Yeah, good aim.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also when they're arguing after the gunfight, the camera's spinning around them. It's very just good filmmaking.
Yeah.
It doesn't the energy isn't like entirely lost as soon as the
Right.
fighting stops. There's still tension, there's still a situation that needs to get resolved.
And when they give Baby the
that's
gun,
good.
he goes, act like you know how to use this.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Because I feel like in most other movies, when that was over with, all the cool action people would just be like, all right, finish that up. But instead, realistically, they'd be like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
yeah. Bats makes them stop at the diner that Debora works at.
the tension, man, it's so high. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just say no to me?
Yeah.
And he goes, it's not good. It's like, you knew the minute you said that, he was going to want to go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go to the diner. Deborah's waiting on them because this diner apparently only has one waitress working at any time.
Yep. And it's Debora.
Yeah. And Bats says that Buddy is probably a Wall Street guy who flamed out, and he is staring a hole through Bats at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Mainly because Bats is right.
Yeah.
It seems like Bats is pretty close to home. Yeah.
Yeah. This is also where we get this bit that comes in later where Bats apparently struggles with the concept of the number 4. Because he goes,
yeah.
you only care about 3 things. And then he lists 4 and he goes, oh shit, that's 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then later on in the movie, when him and Doc are talking and they're talking about a Ouija board, and Doc says to him, yeah, luckily it's only, yeah, but you got to remember, it's only going to take 4 letters to spell out your name. And he goes,
Yeah.
Bats isn't my real name. And he looks him dead in the eye and goes, I know. It's a code name, Leon.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
That is the funniest line in the movie to me. And it's just like, because he doesn't understand the number 4 or he can't count or something.
Yeah.
Debora finally has her own name tag, which is really bad news because Bats reads it. I also love that's how Baby finds out that Debora has her own name tag because Bats goes, Debora. He's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. And I like how he grabs the gun
Yeah.
and that's probably the most dangerous thing you could do. First off, just grabbing a gun that's in someone's hand like that.
Oh, yeah.
But also it's dangerous because Bats is insane,
He's going to kill Debora just because Baby doesn't like the diner.
Yeah. Yeah. Really good stuff though. Super high tension, awesome.
Baby passes Debora a note that says road trip 2 a.m. And we get back to Doc's hideout and Doc is pissed. I love this. He goes, banana. And they're like, what? And he goes, there were cops. He goes, I know. They were my cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he says that they fired first.
Yes,
And
and
he-
everyone's just like,
yeah.
and Baby's like, oh, they all fucking, all right, sure.
I like
Yeah.
how Doc, like to go off of what Mark was saying. He says, Mark, you were saying he trusts Baby, and he immediately asked Baby, he's like, did they shoot first? Like that's his
Yeah.
go-to guy, you know?
Yeah.
And then when Bats was like, he's outvoted, it doesn't matter. He's like, let Baby answer. Like, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what the fuck you say if he says otherwise. Like, I
Right.
trust him over you.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, here's a quick question. Wasn't Darling shot
Not yet.
in the
When?
gunfight
Like,
earlier?
in the first gunfight?
Oh, she was,
She
yes.
gets hit in the arm or something.
Yeah. Because he goes,
Yeah.
you got my wife shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
And we see
but
her
this,
get
like,
shot.
this world, like,
It like
Jon
grazed
Hamm
her
also
arm,
gets
though.
a shot to the chest later on, and he's fine. So,
That's true.
Jon Hamm becomes a Terminator later.
well, exactly. He gets shot like
Yeah.
point blank in the chest at the diner, and then later on, he's just walking around like it's no problem. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I feel
true.
like there's a little bit of hyper violence / like desensitization, if that's a word, not a word, but whatever the real word would be.
That's
to
true,
Words
but
are
I
all
got-
made
I
up
got-
anyway.
I
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
shot. I got shot like twice this morning. So
Yeah.
Just keep pushing along.
yeah, yeah.
Doc is going to try to call the job off. And Bats is like, no, I bet your buddy has a guy. And he's like, I do have a guy. I do. That is
It's like,
correct.
damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it, am I connected?
Yeah.
That night, Baby wakes up to leave for his road trip with Debora. Bats hears him and wakes up. And Buddy is just standing in front of Baby's car. And he
That's
gives
good
Baby
stuff.
an out here.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
But that's when Bats shows up.
I was wondering why he didn't take it, and I think it's because he didn't trust that like Bats wouldn't come after him immediately.
Right. That's what I think, too.
Like,
I think also he might have taken that, but Bats got in the car like right after that. So
Looks
he
like
didn't
we're
even have
going
a chance
somewhere.
to take it.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So he
Yeah.
he was waiting for him to go somewhere to follow him. So that's exactly
Yeah.
he was right.
Yeah.
And you can't really trust Buddy,
No.
Yeah.
Like just because you connected over that Queen song, it doesn't mean like,
Yeah.
this guy's got your back,
Right.
It's funny because up until Bats coming out, like it seemed like Buddy was just gonna let him go, no problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like he saw the way that that Baby reacted to Debora, and the way he you know what I mean? Like he recognized that, like, because he in himself, like it's the same way.
Yeah.
He's super protective of Darling, so he saw that in Baby and was like, look, I know you're just gonna go off, you go get your girl or whatever. So if you're gonna do that, you better go do that now. Like.
Right.
I think he would have let him go right up until the moment of, why do you have a tape recorder in your chest? And he's like, yeah, why do you have a tape recorder? And then all of a sudden it was a totally different
Right.
story.
That is an excellent question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, I didn't even recognize that until you said it. Like, Jon Hamm's character, Buddy, he doesn't lose his shit until his wife dies,
hmm
Right.
and then he's like unhinged.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's a good
He's
point.
pretty level headed up until that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's revealed that they all know where Baby lives because he goes, oh, I live really far away. And he goes, no, you don't. And he knocks him out and they drive him there.
Yeah.
yeah. I felt bad because, like, I was like, I hope they don't fuck with his stepdad, like, because this
Oh.
dude's a crazy dude. Like, that's the thing. The movie starts in a certain place and it ends in like, I mean, tonally,
Yeah.
like it starts in a completely different place, and as it goes, it's like this is getting darker and more spooky,
Mhm.
as it goes, and like that's like I felt genuine fear for that character, and that's
Yeah.
good filmmaking,
Yeah. Yeah. It is. I mean, when you find out that they went to his house, I mean, immediately, and I think that's why they show you how willing, how completely, willing he is to kill people. Like Bats
Yeah.
killing the attendant behind the thing and about to shoot Debora, no problem. That's what makes you feel like, oh my God, he might have killed Joe. Like he wouldn't have thought
Right.
twice about it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, it is a lot of tension,
They force Baby to play some of his recordings, including one called Debora. This does make Darling laugh really hard when she's like, "Holy shit, he's telling the truth."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is an
She's so
absurd
amused by all
excuse.
this.
Yeah.
It is absurd. Like, no, I just make music out of random shit. And they're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
fucking
that's
right.
why
And then they play it. I'm like, oh shit.
Jon Hamm even says that's too fucking stupid to be a to be a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the police wouldn't give you that as an excuse.
Yeah.
We're at the diner. Debora has been set up. We're now back at the post office. Baby's waiting in the car after everybody goes in. That's when she waves him and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here."
Mhm.
And she comes back with a cop. Well, what'd you think was going to happen, baby?
Yeah, I know.
Baby kills Bats by getting him impaled on some steel. This is a really cool death. He goes, "What'd you do?" He goes, "I drove."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. So you know what? When they pulled up to that spot and you see that thing jutting out of the truck in front of him, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna kill somebody
Yeah.
with that."
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the funny thing about this, and this is also another instance of it sort of being an opposite but equal with the beginning, is in the beginning when John Berthnall gets in the car and he points forward, expecting Baby to go forward, and then he backs up. And in this instance, Baby's parked behind this other vehicle, and Bats gets in, says, "Go," probably expecting him to go in reverse, and he goes
Right.
forward. So it's like another like, "Oh, bet you didn't think I was going to go in that direction."
Yeah.
The police arrive. Baby, Buddy, and Darling run for it. This, I think, might be the one scene I'm really not crazy about in this movie, where we learn that Baby is also apparently a super athlete. Because we get him like running through the mall. He's doing parkour.
Yeah.
And then he does this really stupid thing where he steals a bunch of clothes and then for some reason looks around for cops instead of just sneaking out in the clothes he stole.
Yeah, he's very conspicuous.
Yes.
For a movie that's been all about car chases up until this point, I don't need Baby running through a mall.
I think there's supposed to be a kind of irony in that, like the last sort of chase scene is not even in a car, but it's supposed to be a movie about a heist driver.
I get that, but like, why is he so good, such a good athlete now?
Yeah, like you think it's all that driving and sitting is not gonna have a lot of stamina. When he does.
I mean, not to jump way ahead, but at the very end of the movie, he like a car is flooring it at him, and he runs up it. Like
that's true.
Like you can't do that.
Yeah. That's like Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say, the whole running scene, the song is "Focus" by Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen them play that live on that talk show, like from the 70s or whatever?
No.
So they were given the song's like 6 minutes long. I learned this from the Scrap Metal podcast, so shout out to John. But the song is like 6 minutes long, but the time slot was like 4. So he was like, "All right, we'll play it, but we're just gonna play it really fast." So like in it, he yodels, like you hear him, like yodel yodel, and he does that, but like super fast. They play it like double time. It's fucking sick.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, it's a very cool song for that, because in the beginning, the song starts at a certain tempo and speeds up, and it just works very well for that scene.
Yes.
Again, the music choices and all the editing is awesome.
Excellent. Yeah. I agree. Baby hijacks a car and immediately crashes into Buddy and Darling.
What are the odds?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Darling and Buddy start shooting at the cops, and Darling gets lit up like a fucking Christmas tree, brother.
Yeah.
And I like how Baby goes for his iPod, and Jon Hamm or Buddy shoots the iPod.
Yeah.
And I like how as he runs away, you hear the tinnitus like slowly building, like you hear the ring. I was like, damn, this is a good movie.
It's so good.
Yeah. And it also goes to show you that Bats was kind of a brute, but like it's showing you that like, you know, Buddy has like a strategy mind. Like, you know, like he's like, oh, well, that'll cripple him. If he doesn't have his iPod, then he's going to be easy to take care of.
And he's like you said, he's conniving and like, what's the word? I don't know. He does mean shit because he knows that's who you are. Right. So like he breaks the iPod, and then later he does some mean shit as well.
Mm-hmm. I love there's another flip of Doc telling Baby that he's his good luck charm, and now Buddy's like, you're jinxed. It's like
Yeah.
another flip
Yeah.
of
Yes.
Yeah.
Buddy hulks up and starts shooting everyone, including at Baby. He's blaming him for Darling's death. Baby steals a car, and he turns the radio until he finds the right song.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ultimately settling on Radar Love.
And he throws that
Yeah.
lady her purse. He says, sorry.
That was very
Yeah. He finds his foster dad on the floor, understandably scared. And then he just drops him off at an assisted living facility with a recording and a bunch of cash. I don't know if this would fly, but okay.
And then he wishes luck to the police.
Yeah. Yeah. He says, good luck.
Yeah. Fucking asshole.
I took it as sarcasmic.
Yeah, I know, I figured.
You know, I was at a just to explain sarcasmic. I was at a party when I was in like high school, and I swear to God, I was like joking, and this girl came up and she was like, "You're being sarcasmic," and I was like, "I gotta go. I'll see you guys later." I fucking left.
I am not.
Baby picks up Debora at the diner. Buddy is at the diner. The police show up, but the guy just doesn't recognize that two of the robbers are right there. He goes, "Can I get a bathroom key?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It walks right by a guy with a loaded gun.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
fucking Barry White is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
That scene, and he walks in, and that
Yeah.
Boop.
Like just look at Baby's face. It's all cut up. Like people don't usually just walk around like that.
Right.
Mhm.
So I know if I were a cop, and I'd be like, "Can I use your bed? What's going on with your face? Oh shit! All right, you're under arrest."
Yeah.
But they are in Atlanta. That guy might be like a dirt bike rider or some shit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know.
Probably just came out of the woods. Sorry.
Baby Batman's a couple times in this movie.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Like, there are several times people turn around and he's gone.
Yeah.
Because he shoots, happens here because he shoots Buddy in the shoulder, and as he runs off, he's just gone. Poof.
Yeah.
That shit was awesome because the camera moves with Buddy as he turns.
Yeah.
And then Baby just like, wow. I was like, damn,
was so
son,
surprising.
that's good stuff. Yeah.
And then the cop comes in to help Buddy, and Buddy's like, "No, I'm not doing this," and shoots the cop immediately.
He hits him with the one-liner, too. I forgot the one-liner, but he hits him with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby calls Doc for help, and Doc's like, "This line is disconnected, brother. Bye."
Yeah. Yeah.
Baby and Debora steal another car, another red car.
Ooh.
Baby goes back to Doc, and Doc is just like putting toy cars away.
Yeah, I love that. That was so good.
So I thought that even though this movie kept subverting my expectations, I thought that ultimately, because I was like, all right, he's got to get Buddy out of the way, but Doc is going to be like the main bad guy.
Right.
But
Mhm.
again, he's not. He's like, he
Mhm.
kind of saves his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say more than kinda, because he's the one who goes out there with the shotgun when those other guys pull up.
Yeah.
Like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
also, Doc realizing that Baby's line, "We're a team," was from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
is incredible. It was, "Yes, I've seen Monsters, Inc."
Yeah.
But Doc gives Baby money and tells him to run.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, you're going to be running for the next like 25 years, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "I'll deal with the cops." That's not the cops. And it's Buddy in the cop car.
That's good stuff
Yeah.
as well.
And
Yeah.
he fucking mows Doc down twice.
Oh, he's the deadest man
Yeah.
that's ever been.
Yeah. You should have just done what Baby did.
Just run up it.
Yeah, just run up it. That's the
Easy
easiest
enough.
thing to do.
At his age, he can't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Baby pushes the cop car off the garage, but Buddy had jumped out of it. And then he does what he believes is the most diabolical thing, and I love this. He shoots on both sides of Baby's head to deafen him.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. But see,
then-
if he would have just capped him right there, you know, that you win. But he's got to be
Yeah.
evil, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he wanted him to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not going to kill Baby. he's going to make his life miserable.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's going to make him deaf and then kill his girlfriend, which realistically, he's known her for about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they, it's a movie. They made a connection. It's all that.
Yeah.
They're young. I remember being young and like just being like, I'd do anything for you. Like, I've known you for a week and a half.
Let me tell you something. A week and a half into any relationship, and I'm sacrificing her, brother. You fight him off. I'll run for help.
Take this grenade and sacrifice yourself.
She does fight him off a little bit. She cracks his arm with the crowbar.
Yes,
Yeah.
she does. Yeah, because he swings around, and then, she hits him with the crowbar, and then Baby shoots him in the fucking knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Well, another strategic choice. Like, he could have shot Buddy in the chest, but he just shot Buddy in the chest before, and that didn't seem to slow him down.
Yeah. Like his heart's in his knee.
Yeah. How did you know?
My weakness, my knees.
He falls into the flaming car. He's dead now.
He's up there with Kevin Spacey as one of the deadest men.
Yeah.
Baby wakes up and Debora is driving. They're listening to his mom sing. He can't really hear, but the vibrations are nice.
Yeah, he does the Joe trick of putting his hand on the speaker and listening to it.
Yeah.
I like how the tables have now turned for him.
Yeah.
How he was the one taking care of that guy, and now he's that guy.
Yeah.
As they're driving, the cops stop them. She's going to try to get away, and Baby's like, what are you doing? Like, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah. I'm tired, boss.
Yeah. Well, like, they're on a bridge with cops on both sides. You're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the police were only just kind of sort of blocking off the road behind them right after that. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think him like kissing her and then taking the key out while they kiss and then tossing it as he runs away. That was as he walks out with his hands up. That was cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just so she don't try anything funny.
We hear clips of his trial. Everyone's like, no, he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he fucked up when he was a kid, and that was about it,
He gets sentenced to 25 years in prison.
With 5 year parole.
Yeah. But I like that he was going to be on the run for 25 years, and now instead he's going to be in prison for 25 years.
Right.
Stuff.
5 years later, he is paroled on good behavior. Debora picks him up, and at first I thought it was his mom. I'm going to be totally honest. I was like, this is weird. I was like, oh no, it's Debora. Because they did like she was black and white at first when he walks out and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they drive off as the song Baby Driver by Simon and Garfunkel plays, which I'm assuming he can't hear.
Yeah, can he hear anymore? Or...
There's no, I guess it's up to interpretation.
Well, we'll see in Baby Driver 2.
His tinnitus is not better. I mean, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's definitely a little worse. Well, you guys want to go to Letterboxd?
I'm down to go to Letterboxd.
Let's do it.
I'm on Letterboxd. I was preparing for that question, believe it or not.
Holy shit. Proactive Robbie.
I think this is I want to say this is a 4.5 star movie. Give me your thoughts, everybody.
I was about to say
agree.
the exact same thing, Robbie. This is an
100%.
excellent movie.
Guys, that was so easy.
Yeah, that was the easiest one.
That was easier than me after 3 shots.
Like from a gun?
No, Andy, I'm talking about drankin'.
Oh,
Drankin' and spankin'.
I thought you were just taking bullets like Jon Hamm.
That's what when they say people are going full ham, that's what they mean.
Yeah,
Just
they'll be
taking
getting
bullets,
shot.
bro.
They just be getting shot.
Follow us on Letterboxd at TheRoydsBand. We just gave this movie, Baby Driver, 4.5 stars, and I have 3 trivia.
May I just say, Robbie, hell yeah, brother.
Heck yes, sister.
Very good.
Heck yes, Sister Act 2.
Well, Mark, did you want to? I know you said you had some.
Oh shit, yeah.
Some things.
No, we kind of. I mean, we there's a lot of things. They even kind of reference like a couple other things that we didn't mention. They talk about how it's funny when you're growing up and the people that take care of you, and how you end up taking care of them. So it's like another kind of his relationship to Joe was that Joe was the caretaker, and now he's the caretaker.
Nursing homes exist for a reason.
Yeah, and they take anyone if they have a big stack of cash tied to them or whatever. Yeah.
The first time one of my parents shits their pants, they're going in a home.
Yeah.
Nothing, huh? All right.
Well, you think they're gonna tell you? You think they'll tell you?
I mean, let me phrase that. The first time one of my parents shits their pants and I know about it.
Yeah.
They're
If
going
it's
in a
that
home.
bad that if it's like blatantly obvious that it's happened, then yeah, it's probably pretty bad.
Yeah.
Or like they shit their
If
pants
they-
in front of you,
Or
It's
just
like-
made no effort to clean it up.
I mean, remember, wiping is woke.
I guess.
It is. That's what the liberal media wants you to do. They want you to wipe your ass. I don't do it.
Yeah, that's big toilet paper.
Nah. Fauci and his goddamn toilet paper.
Yeah.
You know what? What I really liked was that the movie starts. He's sort of imprisoned by Doc, and then at the end of the movie, he's in a prison, and on the back of everyone's jacket it says DOC. So he's imprisoned by Doc at the end of the movie, just as he was sort of imprisoned by Doc.
Department of Collections, because they're collecting people.
And we learn his real name is Miles. We skipped that part. Which is funny because that's also like a driving pun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's him growing up because now he was baby driver. He wanted to have fun driving, but now he's Miles and he just wants to go on an adventure with Debora and drive for
I can't
Miles.
believe your real name is Kilometers.
So that was they had to do a different audio for Europe.
Yeah, the European version. Yeah. Good stuff.
But yeah, no, just I think it's a great everything's there's a duality to everything. Like he's listening to all this old school music, but he's listening to it on an iPod.
Yeah.
It's very like everything's here for a reason. It's not just like it's purposeful. It's very purposeful filmmaking.
Yes.
Good stuff.
That's about it. That's all I
right.
got.
I have 3 trivia.
Me too.
And nothing.
Mark, do you have any trivia?
Nothing.
All right. Andy, you want to go
Nothing
first?
this week? Sorry, guys.
No, that's cool.
Sure. What is Kevin Spacey's nephew playing? Doc's nephew. What is his nephew playing while, just being there? Is it a Nintendo Switch, a PSP, or a PS Vita?
Mark.
Yes.
Is it a Switch?
It is not.
Rob,
Yes.
is it a PS Vita?
It is not as a PSP.
Fuck.
Was it really? It looked so huge.
Yeah, PSP was a little
That was the
He's
OG,
also-
OG PSP?
Yeah, he was also
I
like,
specifically looked at it too, and I was like, oh, he's playing Switch.
nah, it's PSP.
Switch wasn't out yet, was it?
I think it came out that year.
2017?
Oh,
Yeah, it
17
came out.
It came out.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
But,
might have even been, yeah.
PSP, I think it looked bigger because he was just a little kid.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
That kid was great.
Yeah.
He was great.
How does Baby order his coffee after he sunsets the car? Black, with cream and sugar, with half and half, or iced?
Andy.
Andy.
Is it black?
No.
Oh, shit.
Mark.
Mark.
Black with cream and sugar?
Well, it's just with cream and sugar.
Just cream and sugar? Sorry, yeah, cream and sugar.
Yeah. Yeah. It was with cream and sugar.
Black and then cream and sugar.
Because when he's with the crew, he always gets 4 black coffees. And now that he's free from the crew, he's going to get it with cream and sugar in it.
Yeah. It's good.
Good.
Nice touch.
Edgar Wright generally doesn't allow improv on his sets. Who is the actor that he made an exception for? Is it Kevin Spacey, Jon Hamm, Ansel Elgort, or Jamie Foxx?
Rob.
Yes.
Jamie Foxx.
Correct.
Yeah.
A line that was improvised was, that's some Oscar shit right there. Improvised.
Yeah.
According to Bats, there are certain hex songs. Which of these songs does he not list as a hex song? Knockin' on Heaven's Door by Bob Dylan, Hotel California by the Eagles, End of the Road by Boyz II Men, or The Last Time by the Rolling Stones?
Andy.
Boyz
II Men.
No.
Damn it.
Mark. Rolling Stones.
It is. Yeah, he does not say The Last Time by the Rolling Stones.
Who was originally cast to play Debora but had to drop out because they had to do a different movie. They chose a different movie. Minka Kelly, Emma Watson, Emma Stone, Amelia Clark.
Rob.
Yes.
Emma Stone.
Correct. She dropped out to be in La La Land.
Lower than my guess too.
Yeah.
Well, she would have done well either way, I guess.
Yeah. I guess she didn't lose.
Yeah.
La La Land.
If anything, she won, so.
Yep.
When Batch reveals that he killed the gun dealers because they were cops, he says he recognized one of them from when they arrested him in what year? 1996, 1997, 1998, 1999.
Mark. 99.
No.
Andy. What was the first one?
96.
I'm going to go 97.
No.
Damn.
96.
It was 1998.
Andy. 1998.
Dude, you crushed it. You're so good.
Yeah.
You're so good at
Nice.
trivia.
Hell yeah.
Well, I wrote a song. I don't want to brag.
Me too, Robbie.
I thought I was so original.
I want to brag.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't mean to brag, but I didn't write a song.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So, you know what that means, Mark? You're going to choose which one of us goes first.
Let's play my song from the last time I was on.
Oh, fuck. I don't remember which episode.
Fast and Furious 2 or something? Too Fast, Too
It
Furious.
was Deadpool, I think.
Yeah, it was the Hot
was
Friend of
Deadpool,
Deadpool.
that's right.
Let's hear Andy's first.
All right. Andy, you're up.
All right. My song is called The Ballad of Baby and Debbie. Sorry. Debbie. And I showed you guys before we started recording. I got this new guitar. It's a PVT 60. Everybody's talking about it, dude.
Yeah. Based on the Kevin Spacey character in this movie, it's a pervy.
That's rude, right?
Yeah, because he's weird.
Yeah, he is a weird
Kevin
pervert.
Spacey's a weird man.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I also got a Marshall. So, like, it's such a weird guitar, and it inspires me to play weird shit. And so I wrote a pretty weird song. It sounds standard at first, and then it gets weird. I think I've been talking about it. I've been fucking around with double bass on my drums.
Nice.
And this is the first time of me actually using it, in a way that is listenable. So
Very nice.
Nice.
that shit is hard. I don't know how anybody does that. But yeah, it's called The Ballad of Baby and Debbie, and it goes a little something like this. my song. It's called "The Ballad of Baby and Debbie."
I like that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was a lot of fun. That guitar sound, fucking awesome, man. What
does.
kind of amp is that going through?
And Marshall
Nice.
Marshall
Nice.
JCM 2000 DSL
Nice.
401. I'm just reading what it says.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Dick
what that
Sucking
means.
Lips 401.
That's the one.
I'd want to hear that guitar through like an AC-15 or something, like a Vox,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I definitely know what that is. Wait, you said a Vox? I have a Vox. That's
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
Vox is a great amp.
You gotta give me the brand name, brother. That's
Yeah,
all I
no,
know.
Vox is a great amp.
It is a
Yeah.
great amp. The only thing that I don't like about my Vox amp is that it does not have reverb.
Oh, okay. It doesn't have
Yeah.
any like onboard reverb.
No,
Is it a
I'd have
tube
to
amp
get,
or
like-
is it like a solid state?
No, it's not. It's a little solid state. It's small. I
Okay.
have a Vox,
cool,
a line 6, which is tube,
Yeah.
and Marshall. I just got the Marshall.
Nice.
I'm really liking
It's
the
a
Marshall.
classic.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marshall's a classic. Well, it sounded fucking great. The guitar, and immediately I was like, "Oh man, that's a fucking fat guitar."
Yeah, it's fucking. It's a big old fat mama. I love it.
Yeah.
I said off the record that I was putting my needle dick in the input, so now it's
Very
on the
good.
record.
Oh,
Yep,
now it's
yes,
on
it
the
is.
record. Yeah.
Yep. Yes, it is. Glad you said it on the podcast.
Well, yeah, it might have been buried a little bit because I'm still working on how to like really EQ things. I've been using compression a lot. On this one, I compressed like everything just to see
Nice.
what would happen. I don't know
Sure.
if it's good or bad. I have no idea. I'm still learning.
It sounded good.
But the double bass was in the chorus. It diddly ding, diddly ding, diddly ding, like so,
Mhm.
and that's very difficile. But what I gravitated toward, I mean, I love this whole movie. It's a great movie, but I wrote it about their relationship and how, the whole thing with Doc is helping them out, and he's like, you're gonna have to fucking drive for like 50 years or 25 years
Mhm.
before you could be rid of this.
Yeah.
And in a way, that was kind of their plan anyway. They were just gonna drive for years,
Yeah,
like, and escape
exactly.
all this. So like, yeah, I like that, and I also kind of like how Baby is pretty passive, but like once you start fucking with his stuff, he's like, "Nah, I'll fucking kill you."
Oh, yeah.
So I
He's
kind of
Just
like
like
that.
Buddy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, exactly.
I think they meant
So-
to draw a lot of parallels between like Buddy and him in terms
Yeah.
of their relationship with, Darling and respectively Deborah.
Yeah, and from the beginning, even not the beginning, but they bonded over that Queen song, and that's also the song that's playing when he's chasing Baby at the end, which is also a nice touch.
Yeah.
But like,
Bright and Rock.
Yeah,
Bright.
he was
Rock.
like taunting him with it.
Yeah, yeah. But
And what go ahead.
I was just gonna say I like it's I actually forgot what I was gonna say. So you go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was like half wondering if they named him Buddy just so that like when he pushes him over the edge, he gets to have the line of "fuck you, buddy." That's why he had that one line at the end. I was like, I wonder if it was just like that was the main reason of calling him Buddy, is so
Yeah.
he can go "fuck you, buddy."
The whole idea of the movie Baby Driver started from I want somebody to kill a guy and say "fuck you, buddy."
But like his name is Buddy.
Yeah, and he built it out from that. Well, Robbie, tell us about your song.
My song is called I'm Baby. And it sounds nothing like Andy's song. I got really nothing much to say. Other
All right,
than
well,
here's my song called I'm Baby.
I'm baby, why I got dues to pay, but this baby don't cry. Tinnitus ringing in my ear. Everyone looks at me, but the plan is clear, and we are all on the run. I'm baby, why I lost my hearing when my mama died. She was a singer with a hell of a voice. Now I'm in too deep and I got no choice. Now everyone has a gun. forget your life, it's now all in the past. Don't you know this lifestyle's not one that lasts? Don't fall in love, you can't run away. I'm baby, my girl's at a diner and she's caught my eye to do this. You really need guts, Bats is stupid but he's really nuts. When have I paid my dues? I'm baby, why I'm going to prison, but this baby don't cry. Take my punishment just like a man, and I'll have my freedom just when I can. When have I paid my dues? Better forget your life, it's now all in the past. Don't you know this lifestyle's not one that lasts? Don't fall in love, you can't run away.
That was I'm Baby.
That was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just wanted
Well
to make
fun.
a fun little song for a fun
Yeah.
little movie.
Very, very perky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like perky and like bouncy and also like minimalist. There's like
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, there's no electric guitars. The acoustic guitar is very low in the mix. It's mostly just piano, bass, and drums.
Yeah.
like it.
It was a lot of fun. And it was
Thank
just such a stark difference in terms of just like the overall beat.
Yeah. Also had like some pretty tight harmonies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
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 That's what I wanted to spend most of my time on that doing. Mainly because I was like, the movie's called Baby Driver. Simon and Garfunkel do a lot of tight 2-part harmonies.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Rob,
Yeah.
aren't you just as good as both of them?
Yes. Both Simon and Garfunkel. They
Yeah.
needed two. They needed two people to be what you are.
Exactly.
Rob Syfunkel.
Very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my song called I'm Baby.
Very cool. Very cool. Robbie,
Hey, Andy.
I'm gonna ask you first. What we got going on next week?
Next week, we are doing Spirited Away.
Wow,
That's a
our
fun
first venture into Studio Ghibli.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Nope, probably not.
Okay. I thought it was Studio Giblets.
It's Ghibli.
Oh, we're back to the French.
Oh,
It's
boy.
they're foreign, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything foreign is French.
Have you ever seen any Studio Ghibli film?
Nope.
Me neither.
Nope. In
I hear
fact,
they're
hold on.
great.
I'm sure Google will tell me how to properly pronounce this. So next week we don't look like a bunch of fucking.
I think it's Ghibli.
Ghibli.
I think so. I might be wrong.
I'm looking it up.
I mean, I hear.
Look it up so you don't look stupid next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll look stupid now. We already look stupid.
Yeah, no,
so-
I don't mind looking stupid now because we're not talking about the movie now.
Yeah, we've looked stupid this whole podcast, so
That's
it's no
very
harm, no
true.
foul. You know.
Okay, this is absolutely amazing. They've sounded it out really nice. It's Studio. Yeah. I say they didn't really do this right because they just wrote GI, and I'm sorry, that could still be J.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it can. Wow.
Is it a capital G?
so ask anyone, and they would typically pronounce Studio Ghibli with the G sound, as in Ghibli. The actual pronunciation among
As
the
in
Western.
Ghibli.
Hold on. The actual pronunciation among the Western audience is the J sound, as in Ghibli.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's what it's. Hold on. Let's.
Studio Ghibli.
What the
Oh.
fuck? I'm gonna put it on slow.
Studio Ghibli.
I'm sorry.
You can't really slow down a hard
Studio
G.
Ghibli.
Wait, they changed the pronunciation.
That sounded
you
like Dibley.
if you go
That
to
sounded like a
British-
totally different.
I went to British pronunciation.
Studio Ghibli.
Well, you didn't even say the G, lady.
Dibley.
Studio
Studio
Ghibli.
Bibley. Studio Bibley.
And what sucks is now I have to keep this in so everyone knows what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, listen. I mean, I feel like
Studio Ghibli.
I think people will know.
Ghibli?
Yeah, let's just avoid it. We're gonna call it Studio G, brothers.
Yeah, all right. We're doing Spirited Away.
We're doing
next
Spirited
week.
Away.
Let me tell you where you can find the music. You go to Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, wherever you get your music. You type in the Royds, and you'll find a plethora of songs, both about podcasts and not. But also, if you like every single song, including bonus songs, guest songs, all that, well over 200 songs, you go to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com, and you'll find that shit. You heard? Robbie, the socials.
Real quick, I just noticed when you click on the British pronunciation, what it says sounds like, and it spells it STYOO. So they're adding in the studio.
Oh my god.
The Osa.
All right. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at TheRoydsBand. You can listen to the podcast on YouTube at The Royds Review Podcast. Wherever you are listening to us, give us a 5-star review. Write something nice or nasty. I don't care as long as it's 5 stars because it really helps us out. You can also send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. Interact with us. We're lonely.
All right.
Mark, you got anything to promote?
I'm not. I don't do anything.
Very nice.
All
Mark,
right, well, go ahead.
I was just say thank you so much for joining us again.
Yeah.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
It's always a
pleasure.
blast, and I knew you loved this movie, so it was great to have you on it because you had a lot to talk about. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great movie. Great job, guys.
Thank you. Great job to you too.
Great job all around.
So I'm thinking of a cool sign off. I know, the last podcast we recorded, I said on the fly, I said, "I'll see you later." How do you feel about that?
You can use that.
Let's do it.
I thought you'd say I'm Andy, Andy, like I'm baby, Baby.
Ah, shit. All right, we got to start over.
Nope. All right, bye everybody.
I'll see you
Bye.
later.